Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining Parkinson Voice Project for today's online Speak Out Home practice session. My name is Samantha Allendary. I'm a speech language pathologist and the founder of Parkinson Voice Project. I'm here to help you establish and maintain a consistent Speak Out Home practice routine. We want you doing your exercises every single day, and we know that can be challenging, so hopefully you will find these sessions interesting and they'll help keep you on track. If you have never participated in our chat feature on our website, I encourage you to do this even if you don't want to chat throughout this session. You will enjoy seeing the different photos that are posted, and that in itself can be motivating and it's also fun. So where it says type in your nickname, just put in your first name, or you can put your initials, and where you're from. It's also neat to see where everybody is practicing from. Today's topic, wildlife. Let's all say that with intent. Ready? Wildlife. Make sure you're projecting your voice in front of you. Ready? Wildlife. All right? And as we do at the beginning of every session, let's smile with intent just for a second or two. Ready? It is interesting, right? Things that we took for granted before, now we have to be intentional about, and we have to practice, like smiling. We have to practice smiling with intent. Let's all take a sip of water and then we will get started. Have you noticed any wildlife in your backyard? If you have photos of this, how about next week you can post your photos, or I don't think you can post a video, but post your video of the wildlife that is in your yard. You can post it in the chat next week. All right, let's get started with the first Speak Out exercise, the warm-up. Lift your voice and project it up and over your computer. Ready? May, me, my, mo, moo. Good, let's do it again. May, me, my, mo, moo. We have to use a lot of intent when we do this exercise. Ready? May, me, my, mo, moo. Make sure to connect all the sounds. Let's do it again. May, me, my, mo, moo. And the last time we are going to stretch out the vowels even more. This will be challenging. You don't have to do this sequence all in one breath. Just focus on projecting your voice forward, and you will take a breath whenever you need to. Really stretch out the vowels. Ready? May, me, my, mo, moo. That is challenging. Okay, let's all take a sip of water with intent as you grab your cup or your glass. Grab it with intent. Really think about it, and as you swallow, swallow with intent. You bet I am definitely swallowing with intent when I'm in front of you. I don't want to spill the drink on me or anything like that. All right, speak out exercise number 2, the ahs. Deliberately open your mouth, okay? Now, remember that with Parkinson's and the smaller movements, sometimes you might feel like you're opening your mouth wide enough, but if you were to look at yourself in a mirror, you'd go, wow, it's not open as much as I thought. So deliberately open your mouth wide and project the ah forward. Ready? Good. The sound should be clear. It should stay consistent throughout. Let's do it again. If your voice sounds scratchy, but it doesn't hurt, try to project out more. Ready? Good. Let's do a shorter one. One more. Nice job. We're done with the warm-ups and the ahs. Let's take a sip of water, and then we will do the glides. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much effort are you putting forth as you do these exercises? If you're not sure, think about it as we do the glides. How much effort is it taking you? You should be at least an 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, something like that. Lots of effort, but we're not yelling. For the glide, I want you to project out a steady ah, and then slowly glide up. Here we go. Ah. Ah. Good. Let's do it again. We are being very deliberate. We are throwing out, projecting out a steady ah. We are also deliberately stopping at the top. Let's do it again. Ah. Ah. Make sure at the end you don't drop your head and you don't close your mouth. Let's start high and glide down. Ready? Ah. Good. Do it again. Start high. Ah. And one more from the beginning. Ah. Ah. Nice job. Let's go ahead and take a sip of water. We're done with the glides. Now we're moving on to the fourth speak out exercise, which is the counting. So for the ahs and the glides, we had our mouths wide open. We weren't really using our articulators. We were coordinating the breathing muscles with the vocal folds. Well, now we're going to add words, we're going to add numbers, and so we'll be working the entire speech and swallowing mechanism. The respiratory, the phonatory, or the vocal folds, and the articulatory. I want you to lift every number, project it forward over your computer. We will deliberately stop at the end of each row. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Make sure to connect the sounds. We don't want 1, 2. We need to connect them. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Did you notice that I had to take a breath in here on the last line? Just because we are connecting the numbers doesn't mean we have to do it on all on one breath. We're not thinking about the breath. We're thinking about projecting our voice forward, and whenever we need to take a breath, we just do it. Here we go, one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Very good. Let's all take a sip of water. We need it. Now, usually after we do the counting, that's when I will answer questions or make any announcements. So today's announcement is that right after this session, we have our weekly Parkinson's sing-along. It's a lot of fun. We even have a mini band. And so if you have not tried it yet, go ahead and we will post the link in the chat. And you can join through Zoom. And you can always find the link on the home page at parkinsonvoiceproject.org. Also, I want to thank all of you. Donations are starting to come in for the holiday challenge. Y'all know that our goal is to raise $2 million by December 31st. And if we raise $1.5 million, we have a family that's been in our program since 2015. They are going to throw in the final $500,000. So we're already on our way. And thank you to everyone who has already sent in their donation. We really appreciate it. Now, our topic today for the reading and cognitive is wildlife. Do you have wildlife hanging around your home or your neighborhood? If you have some pictures, then next week, upload those pictures in the chat so that we can all see them. We're going to read our sentences with intent. We are going to stretch out the highlighted words. Ready? Is there wildlife in your neighborhood? Really stretch out the highlighted words. It forces you to think about it and to use intent. Let's read it one more time. Is there wildlife in your neighborhood? Remember, lift and speak out. Next. Some areas have deer. Again, some areas have deer. Next. Raccoons come out at night. Again. Raccoons come out at night. Next. Some people see foxes and coyotes. Again. Some people see foxes and coyotes. When you read the sentences the second time, try to use even more intent. All right, this one. In Texas, there are armadillos. Now, with more intent, speak out. In Texas, there are armadillos. All right, take a sip of water. We're moving on to the cognitive exercise, which is like conversation. I want you to first just name the animal. Then I want you to describe the animal. Pretend I've never seen this animal before. I want you to describe it to me. Say every word with intent. Go ahead. Next one, we're speaking out. Describe the animal and tell us what it is. Unfortunately, my husband and I did have a skunk hanging around our yard, and it was not good. Not good. All right, how about this beautiful animal? Name it and describe it. Pretend I can't see it. Tell me what it looks like. And the last one. Name it and describe it. Every single word with intent. Let's move on to Dr. Boone's words. I want you to exaggerate all of this, but really exaggerate the G's, the K's, and the NG's. Those sounds force the back of the tongue to go up. And as you say these nonsense words, your tongue is moving in the same way it moves when you swallow. And that's why Dr. Boone gave us these words. We will say each nonsense word twice with lots of intent. Ready? Gula gan ga ga. Again. Gula gan ga ga. And the next one. Kukamanguka. Kukamanguka. Ready? Gangla. Gangla. And the last one. Kukla. Kukla. Very good. Let's take a sip of water, and then we'll move on to our last exercise, the bonus reading. I bet you are familiar with the fable, The Fox and the Crow. We're going to read it with intent. The bonus reading is always more challenging than the reading we did earlier in the session, because this one might have longer sentences, and we are going from one sentence to the next to the next. So we're coordinating our breathing, our vocal folds, our articulators, like we would in regular conversation, or if we were telling a story to our friends or telling a joke. I want you to read this as if you're on top of a mountain. You can even put your hand up here to help you, okay? Project the words out, all right? And stretch out the highlighted words. If you get behind when we're reading, you can always catch up at the highlighted words. Here we go. A crow was sitting on a branch of a tree with a piece of cheese in her beak. A fox observed her and set his wits to work and discover a way to get the cheese. Standing under the tree, he looked up and said, What a noble bird I see above me. Her beauty is without equal. The hue of her plumage is exquisite. If only her voice is as sweet as her looks are fair, she ought without doubt to be queen of the birds. The crow was hugely flattered by this, and just to show the fox that she could sing, she gave a loud caw. Down came the cheese, of course, and the fox, snatching it up, said, "You have a voice, madame. Now what you need is wits." You can download today's reading material. Take what you learned during the session and practice. If you are struggling in conversation, if people are asking you to repeat, or if your speech is rushed and you're really having a hard time, focus more attention on the reading. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have a wonderful day and that you go ahead and log on to our Parkinson's sing-along. It's lots of fun, and it will help you also with your breath support for speech and help you to have a more colorful voice. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.